have in our society, maybe in our Western world, and I know in Denmark, we have so much. We are so lucky, and we're very aware of how blessed we are, that sometimes you can almost feel guilty if you are unhappy. And it can be very difficult to accept if you feel a lot of emotional pain. And I think that's at the core of this with my wife in the movie, that she's going through hell, but a hell that's in many ways worse than what Sanna's going on, or is equally bad, but just in a different way. We have to be able to forgive ourselves sometimes, and to let go of the pain and open up. And I think Susanne Bier is very good at showing these extremes and raise questions about, you know, what's right, what's wrong, and at the end of the day, again, it's dangerous to judge, because we have a tendency to judge on very little information. A baby is kind of the essence of purity, of innocence. You know, we all know if there's a baby, you kind of want to take care of it, you want to embrace them, you want to keep them away from harm. There were scenes, you know, when you see the movie where we have to shoot, you have mothers come in with their babies to be in the movie, and then they hand over the baby, and then we have to cover the baby with shit. It's disturbing, and it was disturbing. And at the same time, we were shooting a movie, so you know, it's funny. We had so many babies. Babies grow fast. We shot over Christmas, so when we came back after Christmas, we had 4 new babies. They were all great, little divas. No, they were fine. The toughest scenes were actually the ones where it wasn't, you know, well, you've seen the movies, but you know, the scenes where they wake up at night and the baby's dead, and they've made this baby, and it was so disturbing to shoot. Well, I play a human being, and I'm a human being, so that's yeah. Well, yeah. But that's the, you know, in many ways it was. I'm a father. You know, there are a lot of things that are similar that I could recognize. But of course, the intensity of the story and the intensity of the shoot was quite was extreme in a movie like this. You know, almost every scene has are very stressful for Andreas, the main character. But you know, at the end of the day, that's what I love to do. I mean, it's a dream part for an actor. There's a lot of meat to eat. You know, you can dig into it, and then of course working with Susanne Bier, she has a very unique style of shooting. She creates an environment that is focused solely on finding those moments where we surprise ourselves, surprise her, moments that gets an emotional response from that, where she feels an emotional response. She has more than most directors I've worked with. She has an ear and an eye for actors. Yes, I mean, I think it is rare that you see a film where a man is so close to his baby, and he almost becomes the primary parent, and he takes the responsibility on him. And I think that's quite unique, and it's interesting that it's done so rarely, because I know from my experience as a father, and I'm sure I share that with the fathers are here, we don't feel any less connected to our babies than the mother. It's just different. So I think that's very true, and it's a very I think it gives the film a uniqueness, and I think that some of the scenes between Andreas and the baby later on in the film, I think one of the final scenes they have together are very very moving, because we as fathers, you know, we are as deeply connected to our children as a mother, and sometimes that's sometimes it's easy for in movies and stories that the mother is the main carer of the children. It's all difficult. I like to do both. I've always, since I was a teenager and I saw Sergio Leone's Once Upon a Time in America, I had a dream that I could one day work in America, and I don't know why, but that was, you know, I wanted to tell stories where I could give people you know, an experience like the one I had when I saw that movie. I think so. It's always been a dream of me to go out and travel. At the same time, I'm Danish, I'm European, and I love to work at home. So if I can continue to do both, that's the perfect world. No, I mean, yeah, that would be great. I'll love everyone to see this film. I'm very, very proud of the Second Chance. It was on every level a great experience to shoot it. And of course, it's a small film. There are a lot of films out there, and if that big television show can help to give us some attention, that's great. Of course, one should maybe say that if you expect something similar, you might be in for a surprise.